Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joy day for the Fitchburg Senior Center. You'll recognize her because she's been on this show many times. Mandi Miller. Mandi.
Hey.
A long time no see. How are you doing?
How's it going? I'm hanging.
I'm hanging too.
Right.
It's nice to be back in the hot chair with you.
Yeah.
You've hosted this show before.
Yes.
You hosted many shows.
Yes.
You've done it all.
I'm no stranger to Fact TV, that's for sure.
You're a partner.
Yes, right.
Family.
Right.
And today, actually, I'm going to work in the family tie today because I think part of the position and part of the work you've done at the Senior Center has to do with building family a little bit. I will full circle this, I promise you.
Full circle this.
But we're going to get to learn a little bit about the stuff that you're doing down at the Senior Center. And, I automatically think of volunteering, which we're going to get to because that's a huge part. But the nutrition as well. So for people who are not familiar with the Fitchburg Senior Center and the nutrition part of it, what would you tell somebody?
Wow, so we're serving like 80 to 90 meals per day. And some of those are congregate meals, so people that are coming into the center to have some socialization. We have a lunch and learn program that's run on every other Wednesday, so people will come in for that and lunch and to socialize. So we have people that come in to go to exercise class right before lunch. So we're serving people on site, and we're also serving our more frail population with home delivered meals. So we push out a lot of meals every day, and that probably isn't going to change anytime soon with baby boomers needing more care. And of course, we're trying to keep people in their homes living independently, and sometimes all that takes is just having that one meal delivered every day. Just making sure that people are having one nutritious meal a day can make all the difference. And
the Senior Center, do you guys actually make the meals, or where's the food actually come from?
No.
Because I bet you get that asked all the time.
We
Mandi,
do.
where do you get all this stuff?
Oh, I love how you made that soup today. We didn't make it.
Oh, you didn't?
No. We have been fortunate to have the caterers from Atlantis Valley Foods making our meals for the last couple years, and they are phenomenal. They are a phenomenal organization to work with. Their staff is outstanding. They're very attentive when we have issues or concerns. It's really been great for the nutrition program to have such a dedicated caterer. The food has improved so much with this caterer. We're very lucky to have them.
Absolutely. I mean, I can contest when I come down there.
Smells good.
Always smells good.
Yeah.
I'm always like, man, this is pretty good.
Yep.
I think another cool part of the meal, especially if you come to the Senior Center, that's like a part of like people's lives, like to come out and gather around something scrumptious, but also talk to people.
Absolutely. So this is getting into your family tie. I was just touring a new fellow yesterday that lives down the street off of Fish Hatchery. Never been to the Senior Center, but he researched it, so he came in, and I was like, listen, once you start coming here and you come here for lunch, maybe you stay and play euchre after, or maybe you come because you're coming for exercise, or you're coming for that educational lunch and learn program. Once you stay and you start coming, you will get a sense of this is your family. And it's like family away from family. We do things a bit different than a lot of senior centers. Our staff sits and eats lunch with everybody for the noontime meal, and there really is a sense of community. There's a sense of family. So many of our folks that come in, they do things outside of the nutrition program. They'll go out for happy hours together. We don't have many of them are not driving, so we had the few that do drive. We'll pick everybody up, and they go out and have happy hour. They go out for a fish fry. They spend holidays together, New Year's Eve. So it's definitely more than just a meal. We have said that for years, but it is definitely more than just a meal. And the same for our home delivered folks. They're getting that daily check-in from our volunteers. Our volunteers are remarkable. They're coming back, volunteers are coming back and saying, so-and-so seemed just a little bit off, or so they're that daily check-in. They're that sort of ray of sunshine that pops in at someone's door, not only offering them a hot, nutritious meal, but also giving them that socialization, giving them that you're not alone feeling. And it's really remarkable, the family that we have made at the senior center.
I said this, we had all the social workers in last month. I said the same thing. I said, I will tell you something that's really unique. When you walk down there and you see all the staff sitting in that room during lunch, you cannot feel more humble about what's happening.
Yeah.
But you actually care. You actually care. You actually want, and you might be like, Jeremy, that's pretty hard. No, I think it's really, you don't have to sit out there. You don't do it. You do whatever you want. But you actually care.
No, we care.
And I just think that's so cool. And
and there's a new thing that we have just added, and I believe it's going to happen once a month on every fourth Thursday. I'm not quite sure of the days.
Is this the
open mic?
I thought it was your idea. I was like, this is a Mandi idea, right?
It was not my idea, but I believe that this, we just had one. Based on that day, I think it's going to be my favorite day of the month every time, because we had performers come in. This is sort of during the lunch hour, performing beautiful, fun, uplifting, great guitaring, ukuleleing, singing, poetry reading, story reading. It is fun. So that I would highly recommend anybody, if you haven't been to the senior center, come have a meal on that day and enjoy. And also then maybe sign up for the next open mic. Show us your talent. Maybe you play the trumpet. Maybe you play the piano. Come on and sign up. It's such a cool program. We've got a great host.
You and I should do something together.
Like what?
A little comedy or a little something, I don't know. Wow. We should do something, you and I.
Well, it's a possibility. Anything's possible.
It was a hard pass, no.
Well,
all right. In all seriousness, you're definitely going to come out for that. So if people do want to sign up for the nutrition part of this, how do folks do that?
So a couple different ways. We have to know the day before by 9 o'clock, because we don't cook the food, so we can't add an extra something onto the menu because we've already turned those numbers into our caterer. So calling the day before, a lot of people get on regular schedules. They're like, listen, I'm coming here every day of the week. Just mark me down. If I can't come, I'll let you know. So that works really well for a lot of people. And if it's somebody that needs home delivered meals, there's a process for that too. So usually a family member will reach out and say, I think, my mom or my auntie could benefit from having home delivered meals, and then a social worker comes over, does an assessment, and then based on that assessment we are likely able to get them going on home delivered meals. So
easy
peasy.
You just got to find you, right?
Just find me or find a social worker.
And get started.
Yeah.
All right. The other side of this is the volunteer component, and our volunteers are second to none. We've got such a great team, and in fact, we have such a great team. We're plump full of volunteers across the board, which in the volunteer world, that's incredible.
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in this. I'm very actually thrilled about this for the first time, and I'm going on year 19 here. I'm not desperate for volunteers. I'm not putting plea after plea after plea out, because we're filling all the slots. And when I say we're filling all the slots, what that means is the essential services. And when I talk about essential services, of course, I'm talking about meal drivers. I'm talking about kitchen helpers that are packaging the food, that are setting up the lunch, that are serving the food. I'm talking about people that are driving older folks to and from their doctor appointments. We're hitting all of those things with a good strategy. We could always use more driver escorts taking people to and from appointments, and I'll always take a fill-in meal driver. But right now, even with the retirement of some major volunteers that have volunteered my entire tenure and are now hey, I'm 80, starting to feel 80, I think I need to step back. Even with that happening quite a lot as of late, we just have great people that are filling those slots. And the slots that I'm talking about, when we start talking about numbers, the amount of volunteer time that our volunteers give every year is the equivalent to 5.5 full-time employees.
That's incredible.
So that's not chump change. I mean, imagine if we wouldn't have these services without our volunteers. If we had to pay staff, it would be a minimum of 5.5 full-time staff, and that would include salaries and benefits. And so the senior center puts a lot of good out into the community and saves the city a lot of money by having people volunteer. So I can't say enough good about the folks that choose to spend time volunteering at the senior center. They really are the gold standard. They are people that are altruistic in their reasoning for volunteering. They care about the clients that we're serving. And I remember when I first started, I had a volunteer named Dick Carmen. And Dick has now since passed, as his wife has as well. And Dick used to say, you know, Mandy, I would thank him for driving meals and getting people to and from appointments. He was just a dynamo. And he would say, you know, Mandy, I'm doing it while I can do it because I hope that this service is available for me when I might need it. And it was available for him, and he was able to use it. And so I think people are thinking about the bigger picture. And I think that's what volunteers inherently have in them. They think about the bigger picture. They think about the positive difference and the positive outcomes that they're making within their own community. And it's just very inspiring. Like, I want to be like them when I grow up or get older.
1,000%.
Right?
1,000%.
I'd probably never be a mule driver because I'm not a great driver, but
you get there fast.
We get there fast.
I mean, that's half the battle.
Right.
It is really remarkable, and we truly could not say enough thank yous to everybody, no matter which way you're helping out. I mean, It is incredible. Nice folks, and I think it starts with good staff and keeping the message moving forward. But that's something strong to think about is if you want, you're helping out, but you want to hope that they can help you. I think it's such a cool message.
We've got a big event coming up. As you know, our annual pancake breakfast is on the 19th, and I usually try to recruit around 80 volunteers just for that day. So it's different shifts of volunteers. Don't want to burn anybody out. It's a lot of, it's hard work. It's a lot of standing. It's hot. It's crowded. Our kitchen isn't very big, so people are kind of punched in there, so we have everyone on shifts. And let me tell you, I've filled every spot, and I've never had a problem finding just all these new volunteers come forward because they are maybe in a position where they don't have time to be a weekly volunteer, but they can episodically volunteer. And so we have a whole bunch of a handful of new volunteers that are going to show up on the 19th and volunteer for the pancake breakfast. And we couldn't put that on without them and without our Friends of the Senior Center group that, organizes it every year. So it's just incredible the way people show up, They just show up.
Again, and I say it's probably the biggest community event that I can think of where you see everybody kind of come together.
All ages.
And it's the same with the volunteers there, too.
Yes.
The parents will bring their kids to volunteer as well with them. I mean, it's good. Mandy, again, if anybody wants to help out in any capacity, because there are so many opportunities to help out, how can they get a hold of you and or just start that conversation?
So, really, even if I don't have a lot of volunteer positions open, one thing that I've always had in my tenure here is create your own volunteer experience. So over the years, that has looked like many different things. A woman, Kathy Sosnowski, started an active women's group. Her husband started a men's group. But there have been book clubs, mystery book clubs started. If you, for example, wanted to start a book club of authors that you like in particular, you could start a book club. You could, and we'll try to find space for you and accommodate you. You just reach out to me, send me an email, give me a phone call. It's better to email just because then we don't have to play phone tag. But yeah, the opportunities are endless, really. And we're open to offering, what people might want to do or what they might want to share, what talent they have.
I told you, it's a family down there, and 1,000%. You want to be part of this family. You really do. So
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Just saying. Well, Mandi, it's so nice to see you again,
Good to
and
see you.
love catching up with you. And hopefully, we'll see you down there at the pancake breakfast, but also every day. Just come on down and just hang.
Just hang out. Just come on over and hang out.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Thanks.